sevens and eights. Just throw them out. But aces and deuces, now they have clout on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you for joining us. See this card? It has clout. Huh? Thank you. The opening poem sent in by Norma Brownell of Tucson, Arizona, watching us on KVOA TV, Channel 4. Thank you, Norma. Now we're going to open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, start loading in the cards. Here comes our card sharks. Our champion, Jane Hornan. Hello, Jane. Won't you again tell us about you?
I'm an activities director in Long Beach for senior citizens, and I'm hopefully getting married in October to Patrick.
And when you have, now we talked about that, you're getting married to Patrick, and you have a high screech when you win. Does your whole family have that? Because I hear your family out there.
I think
I recognize that sound.
I think half of them are louder than I am.
Oh, but it's good. You're exuberant and you don't hold anything back. That's nice.
Thank you.
Nice to have you back. Jane has won $1,100 in cash. That'll help with the wedding. And the challenger, David Owen. Hi, David. Good to see you again. And again, a little reminder about yourself, sir.
My name is David Owen. I was born in Canada and now live in Monrovia, California.
All righty, you enjoying California? Let me twist this thing over here for you a little bit there, David. I think you got twisted around there. What do you do for a living, sir?
I am a retired letter carrier.
Oh, good. You enjoying your retirement?
I am very much. I do a little photographic work, little electronics, and I make pictures once in a while.
You're staying active. That's nice. Nice to have you both back here. You cut the cards at the beginning of the match, I'm sure. Then we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3. David, the challenger, won game number 1. So Jane needs this game. The cards have been dealt out. We start game 2 with a question to Jane. Jane, we surveyed 100 prison inmates. These are all men who are currently serving time in San Quentin Prison. And we asked them, do you think crime pays? How many inmates said crime does pay?
The ones that have this money stashed in Switzerland. I would think it would be, kind of middle of the road, about 45.
45 out of 100 inmates said crime pays, David.
I think I don't believe it's like that high. They've been in there and they got a lot of time to think it over, and I think it'll be a little bit lower.
You say lower. Of course, there's something incongruous about asking somebody in jail. Well, what do you think? Did you enjoy it? So you say 45, Jane. David says lower. The actual number of inmates who said crime does pay is 55. Lower. I guess they were thinking about the guys who were not in jail. Jane, you start off the game with a 7.
Can I change that, please?
You can indeed. You win the question. You can change it to a king.
Lower, please.
Lower than a king. Oh, no. An ace after the king. David with a free chance at a 2.
Oh, higher.
Higher than a 2. A king. Lower than a king. A 7. And we move over the freeze bar. That protects the position for David. Jane, they'll fill in the space for you and the question to David. David, we found 100 women business executives. They're all vice presidents of corporations. And we asked them, if you were offered a better job, but it was overseas in a country where women always had to wear veils over their faces, would you take it? How many women executives would take a job where they had to wear veils?
Oh, I think most women are too vain for that. They like to show off what they've got. And I think it'd be very small. 16
out of 100 women executives would take the job.
I think women are more adventurous nowadays. I think it might be just a tad bit higher.
Ah, you think just to go overseas and be something a little different. Interesting logic. The audience doesn't agree. Does that give you confidence, Jane? No. David says 16. Jane says higher. The actual number of women executives who would take a job overseas where they had to wear veils is 6. It's not higher. It's lower. David, you got it. Good. And a 7.
Should I show that?
And now we can get rid of that 7 with a 6. A little better.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. A 9. Freeze it right there. David needs 1 card for the championship and a crack at the big money. Jane, you got some catching up to do. Jane, our man on the street, went to Florence, Italy, where he asked 100 single women, would you go out with a man who was divorced? How many Italian women would date a divorced man?
Oh, the Catholic religion is real strong over there, and they don't believe in divorce. I think it would be low, probably around 30.
30 out of 100 would date a divorced man, David.
Well, things have changed all over the world, and they're a little more promiscuous as they used to be, and I think it's just a little bit higher.
Higher than that? Yeah. The actual number of Italian women who would date a divorced man is 80. Wow, very much higher. David.
Change that card.
And a big change for David. The 9 becomes a queen.
Lower!
If this is lower, we have a new champion? No. Jane is still in it with a king.
Lower, please.
Lower than a king, a 7.
Higher, please.
She's going to take a risk. No. Did not pay off. And now, as we fill in the spaces, it is sudden death. Someone has to win it right now. David, we asked 100 third grade kids, have you ever caught your dad in the act of being the tooth fairy? Ours. How many third graders have caught their dad putting money under the pillow?
I think that could be quite difficult to ask because most of the kids are supposed to be asleep. Now, whether they are or not, I'd say about 33.
33 out of 100 caught dad putting the money under the pillow,
I don't
Jane.
think so. I think it'll be a little lower because they are asleep.
You say lower. The actual number of third graders who caught their dad putting money under the pillow is 39, not lower. David.
Oh,
David,
one more time. Be with it. Lower.
You want to play it yourself? Because you have control. You can play it or pass it. It is sudden death.
Pass it.
All right, I just want to give you all of the options. It's your decision. Jane, that means if you can turn over all 4 cards, he wants to pass it, you win. One mistake, we have a new champion.
Lower, please.
She says lower than the king. It is, but you're near the middle now with an 8. In the middle.
Lower, please.
Big call. Lower. No, it's not lower. We have a new champion. That's David wins it in sudden death. Well, David got control. He just rolled right along. Jane, thank you so much.
So very much.
Oh, you're a delight. Your lead is with $1,100. Good luck with the wedding.
Thank you very much.
Jane Harlan. And David Owen, come on down here. Congratulations, sir. And our retired postman, David Owen, goes for the big money right after we take time out for this commercial break. Good win. And we're back with our new champion, David Owen. You gave the money cards a cut?
Yes, sir, I did.
Listen to them. Good luck, David, as we step on up. Here comes Janice and Lois to start dealing them out. $200 of brand new money as we give you 3 cards on the bottom level to bet as you will. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Remember, David, your minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. Good luck. Here's $200.
Thank you.
And, of course, you can change that base card if you need to. Thank you, Lois. We'll start David off with 200 and a 7.
Change that card, please.
Got to play this one. The 7 becomes, an 8, right in the middle.
$50 lower.
$50 minimum bet that this is lower. It is with a 3.
That's good. All of it. Higher.
All of it?
$250 higher.
$250 higher than a 3. Yes, with a 4.
$500 higher.
All of it on a 4. He is a gambler. Is he right? Yes, he is. $1,000 and a king. And as we move it up, we give you the other 200. David already, $1,200.
All of it higher.
Higher.
Lower.
But you are going to bet all of it. It's all or nothing on this level.
All of it lower.
$1,200 lower.
Got to be there.
It is a 2.
Hey. All of it higher.
For 48 higher. Yes, that's still a good card.
Oh boy, I say 2,000 higher.
He's getting a little wary now. $2,000 higher than a 4, and it is an ace. $6,800 as we move up the ace.
All of it higher.
You can't go higher, David.
Boy, I've got too much.
All right, now.
Lower.
All right, now you're sure.
All of it.
Okay.
$6,800 lower.
All of it. Double or nothing. Come on.
There.
Lower than an ace. It is $13,600. Oh, boy. Woo. Congratulations. Wow. Come on down here. I must say, you were rolling along, and then you held back on that 1-4. What prompted you?
Just a little bit nervous.
You were rolling. I think that probably cost you a few thousand, but nonetheless, $13,800. A great win for David Owen. We'll be right back right after this. You surprised me when you held back on that. Back with a good champion, David Owen. You said you came down because a friend, what's your son's friend?
My son's friend told me that you ought to be good on chart shocks. And I said, well, maybe I will. I'll try it.
Well, it sure paid off. I'm glad you followed his advice. Congratulations, $13,800, David. All right, David. Janice will deal out 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Cindy Abrams. Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
Good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Won't you tell us something about yourself?
I'm Cindy Abrams, and I'm a registered nurse, presently putting my wonderful husband through medical school. And when I get totally bored, I compose songs to play on my musical calculator.
Your musical calculator?
Yes.
What is a musical calculator?
It's got a little note for every number.
Oh, so you take a regular calculator and make music.
And it's got a memory so you can play it back, and if you don't like it, you just erase it.
Well, good. You may have a whole new career there.
I've been considering it, maybe I'd try and get on Johnny Carson or something.
Yeah. That act would go well with the singing dogs, I think.
I was trying to train my cat, but he doesn't seem to want to cooperate now.
Just step on his tail. You'll get a note.
Oh, okay.
Cindy, nice to have you here with us. You got the cards?
Yes.
Good luck. We'll start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to David. And David, we found 100 newlywed men. These are all men who have been married less than 6 months. And we asked them, is there anything about your wedding night that you'd like your wife to forget? How many newlywed men said there is something about their wedding night they'd like their wife to forget?
Well, I know there's some people that get the mumps or a bad sunburn on their wedding day, and it's not so good. I think it'll be kind of high, about 76.
76. A lot of people get the mumps, according to David, I assume. He says 76 out of 100 say, yeah, there's something about the wedding night they'd like to forget, or like the wife to forget.
Well, I know there's certainly something about ours my husband would like me to forget. But, and I'm sure, a lot of men get drunk, and, but I don't think it's quite that high. I think it's going to be lower.
Lower. Is there anything, look how everybody got quiet. Normally everybody cheers. They're all waiting for me to ask this question. The whole... Cindy, can you tell us about what he'd like you to forget? Or
He fell asleep.
He fell asleep. David says, well, those medical studies, you get tired. David says 76. Cindy says lower. The actual number of newlywed men who said there's something about their wedding night they'd like their wife to forget is 18. Cindy is right. It is lower.
Come on, good card.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I fell asleep. Cindy, you have a king.
I'm going to keep that lower.
Lower than a king, a 6. On a freeze, take the 1 card advantage. Question goes to you, Cindy. Cindy, the bobbies in England don't carry guns, yet they are still able to enforce the law. That's a fact. So we asked 100 Americans, should police in this country stop carrying guns? How many Americans said U.S. policemen should stop carrying guns?
Well, I think people in the United States are pretty gun-oriented, and there's a lot of hunters, and they feel a lot safer with a gun. So I don't think too many of them would think that they should stop carrying guns. I'm going to say 31.
31 out of 100 say they should stop carrying guns, David.
We don't want just the cops, the robbers, and the burglars to carry guns. I think they should be higher.
How many say they should stop carrying? She said 31.
Oh, lower. I'm sorry.
You
lower.
Said, no, not at all.
Absolutely lower.
We never want to misinterpret your answer. Cindy, 31. David, lower. The actual number of Americans who said U.S. policemen should stop carrying guns is 14. Very much lower. Well,
a good one.
Surprisingly low. And David starts with the queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. No. Double queen is not lower. Cindy, a break for you. Higher than a 6. No, it's not higher. Couldn't take advantage of it. Question 3 goes to you, David. David says, too bad. You don't really mean that, David.
Well, I like to think I did.
David, we asked 100 people who do not own a dog. When you go out to dinner, you can tell what question's coming, right? When you go out to dinner and have leftovers, do you request a doggy bag anyway? How many people said even though they don't own a dog, they do request a doggy bag?
Well, with the prices so high in the restaurants nowadays, they've got to do something to save, and I'd say that'd be kind of high, about 68.
68 out of 100 who don't own a dog. Ask for the doggy bag anyway, Cindy.
I think people are really, really money conscious, and restaurants are getting very expensive, so I'm going to have to say higher.
Even higher than that?
Yes.
I got a brother-in-law tried to bring home soup that way. It was very silly. David says 68. Cindy says higher. The actual number of people who don't own a dog who request a doggy bag anyway is 60. Not higher. David, you got it. That's 6 out of every 10. And David with a queen.
Now we'll go down, please.
Down, he says, and down it is.
The freeze.
Up over goes the freeze
Last
bar,
one.
and now someone's going to have a long way to go because we are at sudden death. Both players need 3 cards. Cindy, we asked 100 senior citizen men. If it had been your choice, would you have continued working past retirement age? How many senior citizen men would have continued working past retirement age?
Well, I think a lot of men really resent having to retire, although there's a lot of fun things for them to do. I think men are really motivated to work. We don't want to go too high, though. I'll say 54.
54. And David, you're a retired gentleman?
I retired at 59, and I love it. But most of them would rather work as long as they feel like working. It's going to be higher.
Higher. All right. Yes. David said, if I'm elected, I thought you were running for office there, David. He says higher. The actual number of senior citizen men who would have continued working past retirement age is 52, not higher. Cindy, by 2, gets control. Cindy, you don't even want me to explain it. She doesn't.
Give it
David,
away,
she
give it
wants
away.
you to play it. You need them all to win the game.
Lower.
The audience says higher. David says lower. He's going against the odds. He better be right or the game is Cindy's. No, it's not. It's neither. As a matter of fact, it's the same. Cindy in sudden death wins game number 1.
Can't fight it.
Can't fight it on that one. We'll be right back with game 2. Right after this. Game 1 goes to the challenger. Janice deals out same 2 decks of cards. We're about to start game 2. With a question to David. David, the president, we have a lot of fun down there. We're just kidding with the audience at Genewood. You got to come down and join us in the studio sometime. David, we can't tell you what we're talking about, but we were talking. David, the president has threatened to pull the United States out of the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow to protest the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. So we asked 100 Americans, do you think the U.S. should withdraw from the Olympic Games? How many Americans think the U.S. should withdraw from the Olympic Games?
I think we should do everything possible to bring them to their knees and get them out of Afghanistan. I think it'll be kind of high, say about 78.
78 out of 100 say we should withdraw. So
I know that people are really getting into being an American, and they really think that we should do something about these Russians who are really getting bad. And I think it's going to be even higher than that.
even higher than that? Interesting. A lot of agreement with the audience here. Curious. I love questions about current events. And 78 says David, higher says Cindy. The actual number of Americans who think the U.S. should withdraw from the Olympic Games is 43. Not higher. Less than half of them. That would surprise almost all of us here. I don't know how you feel at home. And David, you start off with a jack.
I like that one. Lower.
Lower than a jack. A 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It is a 5.
Higher.
Risking it higher. A 10. And just like that, the champion is within 1 card of tying up the match. Cindy, we asked 100 women who are professional wrestlers. Professional wrestlers.
Not one of my high points.
When your opponent has your face smashed against the mat and your arm twisted behind your back, did you ever ask yourself, what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this?
Well, I've never been in that situation.
Well, how many wrestlers have asked themselves that during a wrestling match?
That's hard to speak from experience on that particular subject, but I think most of them are really pretty outgoing and they like what they're doing. I'm going to say maybe 42.
42 out of 100 said, what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this?
Well, I don't believe that way because I feel if they went into it in the first place, they knew what they were getting into. So it'd be lower.
You say lower.
Lower.
How many of the women wrestlers said, what am I doing here? You say lower.
Lower.
The actual number of women wrestlers who have asked themselves during a wrestling match, what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this, is 59, not lower. Cindy. Cindy with some catching up to do, gets a look at her base card.
Yay.
Finally, a jack.
Change that card.
She wants to change it. Little short nap there, huh, Jan? You didn't think she was going to change it. That's what it was. The jack to another jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. A 10. Taking a risk lower? No. A third jack comes up. And a big break for David with a 10.
Lower.
If it's lower, we have a tie for the win in this game. Yes! David wins it and ties it up. So each player with one game and $100, and we'll be right back right after this commercial break.
Of the studio audience will receive a two-piece ensemble of Roper Starflight zipper luggage featuring a garment bag and 32-inch carry-all with wheels, handsomely styled and easy clean exteriors designed to protect, furnished by Roper Starflight. And some of our contestants will receive a backpack and Sun Giant trail mixes, fresh, wholesome snacking in the handy new reclosable bag. There's something good under the sun Giant trail mix. And bakeware and Campbell's Chunky Soup, made for people who want more than soup. Chunk after chunk of delicious food is more like a meal than a soup. And kitchen tools and raviolios. The round ravioli from Franco-American with the plump, tasty middles. Beef or new cheese, they're a delicious dish for the whole family. Try them today. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.